Hi students, I'm so excited to share this with you, so we are going to dive right in. Today we are going to learn how to make our very own PowerPoint presentations. And this video will show you different things to do on PowerPoint that you could do, how to edit your PowerPoint presentation, and how to get it to fit your needs and what you want to get across when you are presenting. So I'm going to do my PowerPoint on the Statue of Liberty, but you guys will be doing this in groups, and I'm going to assign you a landmark that you'll be doing. So I'm going to open PowerPoint, and the screen's going to come up. I'm going to hit this format because I like it. You could hit blank presentation or pick from the other ones that are there. So it says click to add title, and I'm going to make my title the landmark that I'm doing. So I'm going to write the Statue of Liberty. And now my title's in the middle of my page, so I don't really like that. I wanted to add a picture, so I'm just going to hold this. I'm going to click and hold it, and I'm going to move it up. And that little red line helps you know that it's in the middle. It kind of guides you. So great, now my title's all the way at the top of my page. I'm going to add a picture. So I'm going to open my browser. And I'm going to type in my landmark, which is the Statue of Liberty. I'm going to find an image that I like. I'm going to click on images. In case you guys forgot, I'm going to click on my picture that I think I like. Okay. And now I'm going to copy my image. I'm going to minimize the internet browser. And I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. And I'm going to paste it. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted to show you guys. So obviously now you can't see my title. So I'm gonna have to click on the picture and hold down and move it. It's not exactly the size that I want it to be. So now I could go to one of these little white boxes that are at the edge. See, there's a whole bunch of them. And I can make it shorter. I could go up or I could go down. I'm going down because I don't want it to block my title. And I'm gonna make it a little wider because I want you guys to be able to see it. And now I'm just going to make sure my picture's centered with that red line. And great. Now I have my first slide. Everyone's going to know that my presentation is about the Statue of Liberty and what the Statue of Liberty looks like, just in case they don't know. So now I'm going to go to this button right here. It says new slide, and I'm going to have a new slide. This is where I'm going to start to add my information. So you can click to add your title. So the order of things that you need to go through is kind of like a timeline. So I'm just gonna hit the title, the beginning. And as you notice, there's a red line underneath my word. That means that I spelled beginning wrong. So I can right click on this, and it will give me the suggestion that it thinks I'm supposed to be using. So now, oh, I have beginning right. So the beginning. And that's helpful because sometimes we don't always spell the right way. And on paper, it's harder to know if you spelled something right or wrong, but the computer will tell you. So now I have to put my information. I like having little bullets, so I'm going to use this button here. And it'll come up. I don't know if you can really see it, but that's okay. I can go back and edit that. So I'm going to write my first piece of information. Oh, there you go. Once you start typing, the number or the bullet will come up. Maybe not for every format, but for this one, that's how it is. And I'm learning as I'm going as well. So I'm writing the Statue of Liberty was given to the US. And the reason why I'm going so slow is because I have this written down, and you guys will write down what facts you want to write down on your presentation. Just like I'm doing, you'll be able to read your paper, stay on track, and I think that's really important to have it written down first. That way we all know what section we're focusing on, because you're each going to do your own slide. So the Statue of Liberty was given to the US as a gift from France. Period. So now I'm going to hit enter. And when I start typing my next one, it's going to come up, the 2 is going to come up. So I'm not going to write anymore because you guys are going to get into that and you're going to do that on your own. I do want to do transitions with you guys. So there are little pictures up here, and you can pick when you do your slideshow how the slides are going to come into play. So I like this fade, and it'll kind of show you how it's going to go. So if you didn't get that good of a picture, you can go to slideshow and hit play from start. And now I'm going to use my arrow, or you can click on it and it'll tell you all about the Statue of Liberty. And I only have 2 slides, so I don't have much to show you guys, but I just wanted to show you that transition. And then you can also do animations. So I'm going to go back to this one because maybe I'll click on my picture and I'll do a checkerboard. And that's what it's going to look like. But in case I missed it, I'm going to go back to slideshow and hit play from start. Now, if you notice, the picture is not there anymore. But if I hit the slideshow with my cursor or with the enter button, the picture comes up. And now I'm going to hit that again so that you can see the next slide. And now we're at the beginning. So those are just a couple of different things you can do with the transitions and the animations. You can play around with that. And I think that's really cool that you can do that. You can also design it, so if you don't like the way yours is starting to look, maybe you can do a different one. And you could pick all different formats and then edit it. I want to go back to the one that I had because I like that one, and it's what I started with. So if I wanted to add again, I go back to home. If I wanted to add another slide, I'm going to add new slide. I'm going to hit new slide. If I maybe messed up and I did a slide too early, and maybe I wanted to write the beginning here, right? Maybe I wanted to add information here that comes before the slide that I have that second. I can hold on to that slide and move it. Now this slide second instead of this one. But I'm going to move that back. So those are some things that you really need to know in order to get your slideshow done. We'll go over this again, and I'll have an open floor for you guys so that you can ask me questions. We can go over it. I'll pull PowerPoint up on the board and we can really dive into this again, but this video will be available for you to reference if you have a question, you're stuck on something, your classmates are working, you don't want to bother them, I'm talking to another student. So I think this is pretty much it. If you wanted to add a picture or a different shape, you could do that. You really could go and make this your own, and it's going to be so cool. You guys are going to have a great time doing this, making it your own. Really, it'll be able to represent who you guys are as a group and the landmark that you are doing. So I'm excited to go and start this project with you guys.